GPT Image 2 plus Seedance 2.0 is the fastest way to make a cinematic product ad with AI right now. You take one product photo, turn it into a storyboard with one prompt, and then turn that storyboard into an AI commercial with animation, voiceover, music, and sound effects at once. The reason this works so well is GPT Image 2 is smart enough now to actually plan a storyboard for you with legible text, proper shot composition, and real creative direction baked in. And Seedance 2.0 is smart enough to read that storyboard and act it out. So your ads come out looking the way you actually planned them with very minimal steps. This is the must-know AI ad workflow for 2026. I'll show you exactly how I made this step by step. Let's get into it. Before we touch the storyboard, let's get your assets ready. You're going to need a clear product photo, your logo, and a 5-view product sheet like this so we can fix the control of different angle of the product to make sure that the product is showing exactly as it is in the product sheet. If you're doing a character version, you'll also want a character reference sheet. Depending on whether you want to fix the proportion and the look of the character, you may also want a character sheet with a full body shot of your clothing plus a close-up shot of the face so that we can get a clear facial feature and all the clothing detail as you wish in the product ad. So you can simply use a reference image as the guide with this prompt to create this kind of character sheet. To make the actual 5-view, you just have to upload your product image, upload the clear picture of your product with this prompt and adjust the details such as the product name and some other details in the prompt, and then click send. You can send it to ChatGPT or any image generator that has the GPT Image 2 models to generate a 5-view product image for you. Later, we can use that image with multiple angles to lock the details of that product in the storyboard. So for example, because this is a fictional product, I give it freedom to generate the 5 views for us. I end up locking this particular version as my final product with all the details representing the product I want to present. So after we have the images we need, we can move on to the next step and generate the storyboard. To generate the detailed storyboard, we're going to use this prompt as a structure. And this prompt may look long, but you don't have to fill it in manually. I'll organize all the prompt in the link below. So you can just copy the prompt, and then we can go to a LLM like ChatGPT or Claude, and we can use the dictation button to say something like, "Hey ChatGPT, I'm going to give you the prompt template. Can you adopt it for my product? It's called Mizu Waterproof Sneakers. It's a waterproof sneaker with lightweight, breathable material, a puddle grit sole, and reflected details on the back. I have attached some product images for your reference." After you give the instruction like this, we can just paste in the prompt that I am going to give you. And then for more context, we can upload our images like the product and also the logo and send it to ChatGPT or Claude. You can even also attach your brand guide for more context. Then ChatGPT will fill in everything for you. That gives a complete storyboard prompt adapted to your product and your creative idea. So you don't really have to go into every details and fill it in yourself. Of course, you can go through it and see if there's anything to adjust and talk to your ChatGPT or Claude to get to the final idea that is worth creating images with. So now you can generate the storyboard directly in ChatGPT, but ChatGPT only generates one image at a time. So eventually you'll get something like this. I actually find it more efficient to take the prompt into an image generator like OpenArt, where you actually get more control like the quality, and you can generate multiple versions at once. So let me show you that. On OpenArt, in the image generator panel, we'll select GPT Image 2 as the model we want to use. And then we will use the prompt that we adopted and talked to ChatGPT about in here. We'll just paste in the prompt that we get from ChatGPT like this. And next we'll upload the images we prepared for this product commercial. So we can click image and upload images. In the text prompt box, we'll have to adjust the reference session. We can type just @ and then select the actual image. So this tag in the text prompt is linked to the reference images we upload. We'll do the same thing with this product image. So in the reference section, we'll just make sure that the tag is actually linked to the image we uploaded here. And the two important reference is the logo image and also the 5-view product sheet. So that GPT Image 2 model can understand the full details of your product and create the storyboard with those details in mind. The rest is just as what we have from the ChatGPT discussion. In the output area, we can select the horizontal, 2K or 4K resolution, so we capture the most details. I'll select the high quality so we don't lose any details. Select the preferred numbers of images you want to generate at once and click generate. So the result of our storyboard prompt is an image like this. And as you can see, most of the text, at least on the scene, are pretty accurate. Sometimes you'll have error, but mostly it will be accurate. You can read through the details for each scene to make sure everything reflects what you're looking for. So you can see there's scene, there's action, there's sound effect, voiceover, and the text on screen, all baked into this storyboard. Everything is planned at once, like this, with all the timestamp and the scene number in this grid. I think this one looks nice. We'll move on to animating this storyboard into a commercial. Now we take this storyboard and turn it into an actual video. And this part is actually simpler than you think. In the video panel, we'll go to frame to video and we'll select Seedance 2.0 as it is the best video model that can give us pretty good results. And for this, we're going to text with reference on OpenArt. For the reference images of this video, we're going to drag in our storyboard as the first reference. Also, we'll add in a clean product image as the second reference. The storyboard tells Seedance what shots to create. And the product photo tells it exactly what the product looks like. Without this product photo, sometimes the material can drift and the color can be different. And because the storyboard has small thumbnails, sometimes it doesn't capture the full material of your product. So you want to upload both. Here's the prompt I use. I said to turn this storyboard, add image 1 into a cinematic 15-second commercial ad, match the color and look exactly using this product image 2 as the clean product reference. So you want to make sure, like in the image generation, that you link this tag successfully with the image you upload. If you don't see it, you can just click add and then select the image from the uploaded assets. And later we'll say generate voiceover and sound effect as in the storyboard. Do not generate any timestamp or scene numbers on scene. So here we want to keep it short. I tested longer prompts with timestamps for each beat. The simple version actually sometimes come out better. The storyboard already has all the timing and scene information in the image. So when you redescribe everything in text, you're basically fighting the storyboard. So here we will let the image do the directing. Do not generate any timestamps or scene numbers on screen. Seedance sometimes burns the storyboard annotations into the actual video, so we want to add something like this to prevent it from happening. And also now for this video, I'm generating everything at once, including the voiceover, sound effects, and also the background music. That's great for quick testing your ideas and seeing if it works. But if you're doing this for real production, sometimes you may want to leave out the background music and say do not generate background music, because you might need to combine different good clips for multiple generations, and matching up different background music tracks is sometimes a headache. It's easier to lay down one consistent music track post-generation. Now here we want to select audio on. Tip before you run the full render, if you want to test if the storyboard and prompt actually work together, you can just select the fast mode with lower resolution so that we make sure everything aligns with your vision before we do the final full render. Sometimes doing an extra steps like that would actually save you more credits than burning through unnecessary credit. Here you want to select how many video you generate at once, and then after we're happy with it, we can click generate.
This is Mizu. Rain hits, rolls right off. Light on your feet, free to move. Grip that holds on any surface. Mizu. Walk through anything.
I think it turns out pretty well. Seedance 2's models is pretty realistic in terms of animating these water effects, physics. This type of product reveal is super cool. Not to mention that you save yourself from adding these text post-production. It really just almost ready to use. Although you can pick on the details, such as there's like a weird artifact. I don't know if this can be considered the bokeh in the light in the back, or it's an actual number. But the cool thing is, just with one prompt, you can get this kind of good enough generation. And all the text on here is properly legible. And I'm sure if you use 1080p, you'll get even better quality result. But this is super amazing by itself. This is another version that I think is really cool. All the details are crisp. Sometimes you get artifacts like this. Sometimes the text will get pulled into the ad. For this type of thing, you may want to either use watermark removal or just simply replace that particular segment with another clip that you generate. To generate the version with a set character, it's pretty similar workflow. To generate a storyboard, you can add your character image in the reference, and just remember to tag your character inside the reference section like I do in here. And when you are talking to your ChatGPT, you'll just say that I have a character, her name is this, and what is the story that I want to put in this prompt. The step of generating the video can be exactly the same. I didn't even add the character reference, but if you care about the look of your character matching exactly as your character image, you may also want to upload the image in this video step for it to fix the character look in the video as well. So here's the result with a character.
Rainy days are my favorite days. Everyone else runs from it, not me. Every step, completely dry. Built to grip, built to go. Mizu, walk through anything.
And that's how easy it is to add a character in your product ad. The truth is, you're not always going to get a perfect result on the first generation. Sometimes the face may look weird in one shot, and sometimes the artifact can happen. And it is the way that AI video is nowadays. You just have to keep the one that works, and don't just throw away the one that looks off. Sometimes you can use certain part of it that actually works to cover for another generation that you have. You take the best clip from each run and cut them together. That way nothing goes to waste, and your final ad is actually better than any single generation could give you. So that's the full workflow. Product photo, storyboard prompt into GPT Image 2, animate with Seedance 2.0. I'll put all the prompts and workflow study guide in the link below so you can grab them for your own product ads. Everything you saw in this video, the brand, the logo, the sneaker, the character, I designed all of them with AI too. If you want to see how I built the entire brand identity from scratch, let me know in the comment and let me know if you want me to make a video for it. I hope you find this helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.